Hi guys, welcome back to more Stokelona on the Force 9's YouTube channel, continuing the Stoke City save on Football Manager 2016. And we're going to start off the second season, and you may have seen on Twitter our first few games are very difficult. In fact, I think I mentioned it in the last video as well, that our first 6 league games are Man City away, Liverpool at home, Everton away, Arsenal at home, Chelsea at home, Spurs away. So I think that is 5 of the top 6 other than ourselves from last season, which I think is massively ridiculous. Man United, we play them on Boxing Day and on the final day of the season at Old Trafford, so that would be an interesting end to the season with 2 away games there. One may well be postponed, it depends what happens, how far we get in other competitions, but at the moment it's that. So today's game, we're going to start the season off, the new season, with a trip to the Etihad, and it's going to be a tough one. Hopefully we can maybe snatch a point away or something. But before we look at pre-season, I played a lot of pre-season games. I don't think I lost, but I will check when we get to them. But I made more signings. So last episode, of course, I did like a big sort of funky music thing with all my signings. Made a lot. Some of them are regens as well. So we have made some more signings, including 2 strikers who have taken a pretty hefty chunk out of my transfer budget. Probably about half my budget was spent on these 2 strikers. One for maybe 12 million or something, and one for about 9. So over 20 million has been spent on 2 strikers, and we've also bought a midfielder on loan, and we've bought a centre back. So let's go through them. So these guys are still going to be on their way, and Joel Asuro is a striker that was scouted by our director of football. Offer was made. West Ham are also interested in him, so we're going to buy him and see what happens with him. We may use him, we may not. These 4 guys here are regens that are going to join us later on in the save. So 2 people that one's going to join on 1st of July this year, like 2017. One on New Year's Day 2017. Another one on New Year's Day 2017, and another one. So they are going to come in some point in the next year. As far as incomings. Jordan Rhodes came in from Blackburn. He's finally in the Premier League. I'm surprised it's taken this long. I mean, it hasn't actually happened yet in real life. Yeah, I can't remember what I was saying. I'll get interrupted. I'm sorry, I forgot what I was saying. I think it was about Jordan Rhodes. I think I'm saying that I'm surprised that he hasn't been in the Premier League yet. You know, he's been around for quite a while, and he's actually been a fantastic player. I mean, that season he had at Huddersfield in League One, where he got 35 goals, was immense, and he's been a very solid scorer for Blackburn since he signed in 2012. He's got at least 20 goals per season. Hopefully he can do the same for us. He's got 3 in 3 pre-season with a couple of goals coming off the bench in one game. So hopefully he can be a good signing for us. But the big one, I mean, we've been going for this guy for ages. We've finally got him. Jeremy, I think you say it like Mene because he's French. So I think that's Mene. But 29-year-old. Can play him as a striker, but I think he's more likely going to be playing on that right wing, because of course we have no Walters. So it will probably mean that Arnautovic will be on his way out before the end of the transfer window. There are some clubs interested for him. I want to try and get around 10 million for him. That would be pretty good, I think, to get 10 million for Arnautovic. But Mene looks like a great right winger. I mean, his dribbling and his first touch is great. He's a good penalty taker as well, so we'll probably be taking most of our spot kicks. Flair is good as well. He's good off the ball. He's got a fair bit of pace. So he looks like a fantastic player. His finishing is pretty good as well. So he can play in that striker role as well. Probably as a trequartista or as a false 9 as well. That could be good. 2 more players. So the midfielder on loan was Andreas Pereira. Again, this was just to meet the squad registration rules that we didn't have a great deal of homegrown players, because we sold guys like Adam Whelan, Mark Wilson. We had to make up the homegrown stuff. So we got Pereira on loan this season from Manchester United. Can play it as a cam, can also play in central midfield, mainly as a playmaker. And he's good with his free kicks. He can shoot from range, a good passer with the ball, and his technique overall is really good. So I'm happy with that loan signing. And finally, a Danish centre back from Köln. This is Frederick Sorensen. We're going to be playing mainly as a limited defender, so it'll probably be a Sorensen-Shawcross defensive duo with Volsky as backup. Jeff Cameron, of course, can also play there if need be, but he'll mainly be a right back, I think. It'll be competition between him and Debussy in that respect. Good man marking, good tackling. Heading's not too bad either. Positioning and teamwork is good. So not too bad, and he's only 24 as well, so he's got room to grow. In terms of outgoings, we have sold a few more players. I think that where we left off, we'd sold Bardley. We sold Bojan to Olympiacos, got 3 million for him, so we doubled what we paid for him. And he's gone to Olympiacos. Has he played there yet? Played 5 appearances and has not done very well at all. 1 tackle per game. Average rating is 6.36 from his 5 pre-season friendlies. Not great. Daniel Backman's gone on to Middlesbrough, which is a pain because I would have liked him as a backup goalkeeper, and now I can't recall him, so I kind of regret that. So I do need a backup goalkeeper for Butland, because Shay Given is over 40 now. He's retiring at the end of the season. He's now also a player coach, so I've employed him as a under-18s goalkeeping coach. So I would like a backup goalkeeper or competition to Butland even. I almost got Begovic back, like something like that. The last sale was Charlie Adams gone to Sporting de Gijón on a free transfer, so he's gone as well. Freed up a bit of wage budget. So our wage budget is still really, really good. We've got loads of money. We've still got about 6 million to spend as well. So I do want to get a backup goalkeeper, and I probably want another central midfielder as well, because they're a bit sparse in that area, because we sold Adam and Whelan, and Van Hinkel's loan ended as well, and we're not going to get him back because he cost too much, and I didn't want to loan him again. So pre-season games, let's go through these very, very quickly. We did lose, I apologise, I wasn't sure. So we had a tour of Austria, Wacker Innsbruck. We beat 2-1. Affle scored in the first half. Kopiet's got one back for them. And then Bojan scored not long after. I just chucked him on because we were a bit short in options for this game. Some youngsters sort of got a few games here and there. Ryan O'Reilly, Mark Johnston, Molina, Waddington. These guys aren't very good. It was just to fill the gaps because this was a tour and we had people sold and injured and all sorts. 4-0 win against WSG Buttons. So Mark Waddington got 2 goals in this game. We were 3-0 up within 17 minutes. Mark Waddington with 2 goals. Zarate scored and Diouf scored. So we were 4-0 up within half an hour. That's how it ended. This Waddington's rubbish, but I played him because we got an injury to another player. And he scored 2 goals. He's not a very good player. He just played and he got 2 goals. I don't know how he did it, but never mind, he did. 1-0 defeat away against Austria Vienna, one of the best teams in Austria. Larry Coyote scored the goal there. Didn't do very well. Diouf had a poor game. And yeah, not sure what I'm going to do with Diouf. He hasn't really shown me a great deal pre-season. And last year, he did quite well. He got 13 league goals last season. And average rating was over 7, which is always good. But I'm not sure what to do with him this year. I'm struggling to find a space for him in my squad. So that's a shame. Then we came back to England. We had a home game against Toulouse, and we drew 2-2. We were 2-0 down in this game. It took a while for the first goal to come, and it did come eventually through Ben Yedder, a player that I know well from FM. Bought him last year on my Lyon save. Did pretty well for me as well. He was a good striker alongside Lacazette in that save. Koulibaly also scored for Toulouse to make it 2-0. But we pulled it back. Affle scored in the 76th minute, and then Peter Crouch scored in the 90th. Another 4-0 win, this time at home against Coventry. Shaqiri scored in the first half. He added his second in the second half. Just before that, Arnautovic made it 2-0. And Brian Oviedo with his, I think it was his first goal for the club, on the 70th minute. Academica, this is in Portugal. 2-0 win here. Jordan Rhodes with both goals in this game, 35th minute and the 84th minute. Had to make a couple of changes in this match. Crouch took a knock, so he brought on Rhodes and he got 2 goals. And then he added another goal in the following game. This was away at Shamrock Rovers. 23rd minute goal for him there. Shawcross got a goal just before the hour mark, and Jeremy Minet with his first Stoke goal on the 82nd minute. And then we had a 1-1 draw at home against Hamburg. Zarate salvaged a draw there after Skip Lock had put Hamburg in the lead. Which brings us on to today's game away against Man City. So Sunday. So most teams have played their games. As you can see, there's only 2 games left to play. Everton and Leicester will see out the Monday night football. As it stands, Southampton are top. They beat QPR 4-0 on the opening day. So let's see if we can join that top 7 and getting 3 points. But it's going to be unlikely because we're away against Man City, the FA Cup holders, and the Community Shield holders. So we'll see what we can do. Let's untick unavailable. So there's Moha, so he's unavailable. So Julian and Goy, I probably won't play. In fact, let's move him into the under 21 squad right now. Chris Commons is also unavailable. Twisted knee, he's going to be out for a couple more weeks. And Crouch has got a hamstring injury, so he'll be out for about another week. So you will of course notice the slight tweak in formation is that we now have added in a cam, so we can play players like Zarate and like the other players that we've bought, like Pereira on loan and people like that. So we've got a bit of an asymmetric formation now, with like a 4-1-4-1 sort of thing. And we've got Zarate sitting in the hole there. So the team today is Butland in goal, Muniesa on the left back, Debussy at right back, Shawcross in the centre back, Sorensen making his first appearance for the club. Looking pretty match fit as well, so I'm happy to see that. Lasana Diarra playing in defensive midfield as a defensive midfielder on defend. Felipe Gutierrez playing as advanced playmaker on support. Few players have made bids for him. Couple of teams. Zarate playing in the hole as a trequartista. Affalay on the left as an inside forward. Got Muniesa as a wing back automatic, so he can maybe move up the pitch, and Affalay can sort of cut inside. Mane is on the right wing on the wing attack. And Jordan Rhodes is up front as an advanced forward. And on the bench, Cameron, Oviedo, Kirchhoff, McManaman, Arnautovic, Shaqiri and Diouf. So I'm pretty happy with that. Do you know what? I didn't even look at the mentalities and stuff like that. You can have number 16. Don't know why. Just have number 16. So who is Man City's team? Let's see. No comment. No comment. No comment. There we go. So they're playing a straight 4-4-2, Hart in goal. They've got Ricardo Rodriguez. They've also got Otamendi, Company and Zabaleta in that defensive line. How much do they pay for Rodriguez? He must have a pretty hefty price. 26.5 million. Yeah, pretty pricey defender. Good defender though. I rate him quite highly. Midfield of David Silva, Yaya Toure, Daniel De Rossi, De Bruyne, Kevin Volland and Aguero up front. De Rossi, 33 years old. They paid 2.2 million for him. He's been at Roma. He was at Roma for ages. Wow, that's a long time. And Kevin Volland, was that a signing this year? 23 million. Yeah, from Hoffenheim. Okay. And the bench is Caballero, Mangala, Nasri, Berahino, Fernandinho, Sanya and Sterling. Okay. Been recording for a while already, so let's try and let this go quickly. We might be underdogs, but we expect a certain level of commitment. I'll go with that. Don't have a lot of instructions set. Do you know what? We've got high tempo. I'm happy with that. Slightly high defensive line. Yeah. Let's close down a bit more and get stuck in. And let's try and play out a defence maybe. Hopefully they don't catch us. Let's try and add some green into this team talk. That passionate, I think there's more to come from you, always seems to get a bit of positivity into the team. So that's what I always like to do. And let's kick off. So I don't want the table there right now because my face is going there. So let's move that up there. Don't really need it now. It's just for when the season comes to a close. But we'll have it there if we want it. And the first highlight amounts to nothing. Man City with a corner here. Been the first highlight of the match. And it's gone in. It was a Debussy own goal. Okay. First league appearance for us. And he scored an own goal. We've had possession. We were in front in terms of possession. We'd only had the one shot. And Man City have had, a few shots here and there. So it was the De Bruyne corner. He glided there. Company with a header. I think Bottom was on one of those bloody hands-free Segway things. Because their legs were not moving. And neither was De Bruyne taking the corner. That's really odd. Affalay on the ball here. We've got a chance to level the game here. John Rhodes on the ball. Here's Diarra. Passes to Gutierrez. Passes out to Debussy on the right. Can he redeem himself with a good cross here? Passes to Mane. Gutierrez is there. Zarate. And he's put it in. It's 1-1. Very quick reply. Less than 2 minutes between those goals there. So that's not too bad. Shows that we can do stuff like that. We're on counter as well. We were on defensive. We've switched it up to counter-attacking football. We're originating possession. We've got a goal kick here with Butland. Toure with a header. And here is David Silva. Menez tries to tackle but doesn't get onto him. De Rossi's there. Already on a yellow. Aguero. To Silva. He's through. Good save Butland. Puts that for a corner ball. Going to be taken by De Bruyne here. Set pieces could be an issue. It's cleared away, but De Rossi will claim the ball back. Here's Zabaleta. And I think it was Sorensen with the header away there. Butland will catch that. Yes, he will. Pass it to Gutierrez. And he's cut out and Volland on the ball now. Out to Silva, who's got loads of space there. Moves in. Volland's there. Point blank save by Butland. A couple of big saves he's made already. Man City have already had 15 shots. I think we need to really limit them. We need to do something about Silva. We need to close him down. But no, I'm pretty happy with that so far. So I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. We are going to get stuck in. And we're going to go a bit more direct. I'm going to clear the ball to the flanks instead of playing out of defence. We're playing a bit more direct, so we got okay for that. And then we'll sort out these opposition instructions. We're going to close down David Silva more. We're going to put him onto his weaker foot as well. And I'm also going to turn Gutierrez into a deep lying playmaker on defend. Get it a bit more defensive, but still trying to get that counter-attack going. Man City kick off the second half. Aguero is immediately through here, but he's kept out. Toure to De Bruyne now, and it's a save by Butland, and he holds on to it. Doing well so far. That first goal was a bit unfortunate, though. De Bruyne. Is it De Bruyne or De Bruyne? I'm not sure, but Volland's through. Another save by Butland. Debussy keeps it in play, and he's going to clear it, but Toure cuts out the clearance. We're going to bring on Shaqiri. We'll put him as a wing attack. And subsequently, I will put Muniesa back onto fullback support. Debussy is on automatic fullback, in case you didn't know. Hopefully that will provide Rhodes with a few more opportunities. Otamendi wins the header there. Here's Volland. Shawcross cuts out the ball. Volland to De Rossi now. Up to De Bruyne, who's got loads of space. Cut down straight away by 13, who's Gutierrez, I think. Silva now. They are closing them down, so they are doing what I want, but at the moment it's still 1-1, which isn't bad scoreline. I'm pretty happy with it so far. Volland's through though here, and Butland can only parry that into the net. Volland scores for Man City on his first appearance for the club. Right, an hour in. I'm going to keep it on counter, but we're going to play a bit more fluid. Rodriguez with a throw in here. They could make it 3 here. They've got a highlight straight after almost. Gutierrez now. Timine. Zarate. Jordan Rhodes. Haven't seen him on the ball very much, but he's on it now. And he finds Shaqiri. That was a great pass, but Hart saves the Shaqiri effort. We've got a corner here. Gutierrez will take it. It's come out. Zarate is on it now. Gutierrez to Muniesa. Can he get a cross in? We will never know, because it bloody showed us a replay. Right, I'm taking Rhodes off. He hasn't impressed me so far. We're going to put Diouf on. We're going to have him as a defensive forward on support. That's the only thing he's good for, really. Defensive forward and maybe as a Ramdeuter, but we've got right wing options, so we don't really need him there. So, as I said, I'm struggling to find a space for Diouf in my team. Not long left now. We're 2-1 down. It's been a good performance, but we're going to go attacking. We're going to go more fluid. God, that time is running down now. Bloody hell. Right. 10 minutes left. We're going overload. We're going to take more risks. We're going to go route 1. We're going to shoot on sight. And we're going to bring on McManaman for Mané. 5 minutes left. We haven't had a lot of highlights since that second goal by Man City. Looks like it's going to end almost here. There we go, full time. It was a good game. It was a good performance. Only a 2-1 defeat. I think that was we played well there. I'm not too disappointed with that. Putting the result aside, that was a pleasing performance. But yeah, down in 14th, 2-1 defeat. Not the end of the world. You know, these first 6 games are going to be tough. It's going to be tough to get points from these. So hopefully it will improve afterwards, but yeah, that's not the end of the world. Debussy own goal was unfortunate. We never really worked out what happened there. Zarate with a reply almost straight away, and then Volland with the winner in the second half. It's a shame, but at the Etihad against the FA Cup champions, not a terrible defeat, but yeah, that's it really. Diarra made his debut for us, his return to English football. First game back in English football since departing Portsmouth in December 2008. Mane, Sorensen, Debussy and Rhodes also made debuts. So maybe we rushed them in a bit in terms of the league. Maybe we could have given someone else a chance. But yeah, couldn't care less about that record. I'm not going to do the press conference now. So looking at our upcoming fixtures, but I think it would be good to sort of end off this difficult run with the Spurs game. But then again, we've got the Europa League to sort out. When do we get the draw for that, by the way? Let's see. I think they've still got the playoffs to do. Yeah. So if we go stages... Oh, we don't know when the group stage will be. So they've still got to play the playoffs, so we won't find out who we get for a while. But I might do that game next, because it's the Europa League. So I think that might be our next game. And then I will probably go for something like QPR and then West Brom. Yeah, I'm just trying to think ahead here, but some of these games might move. But what was I going to say? Provisionally, the next game will be that Europa League game because it's off our first Europa League game. Even though Stoke have been it before. But yeah, that's going to do it. Right, time to end the video now, Andy. Hurry up and just get it over with, please. Right, that's it. Thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go down below and leave a like. Leave any comments you want to make. If you want to see my videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, then hit that subscribe button. And also, I bought these the other day. Let me know if you want to use them in a future video. I'll see what I can do with them. I'm not sure I can incorporate into an FM video. I guess if I can see the goal, I eat one. I don't know. Let's eat one now, actually. Let's find a nice, safe one. This one's okay, I think. I don't want to spoil the bad ones for. I want to leave them for a future video. This is either lime or lawn clippings. That's lime. I'm fine. Yeah, that's a safe one. That's fine. But yeah, just let you know some of the horrible flavours in this: rotten egg, smelly socks, bogey, toothpaste. Doesn't sound that bad actually. Dog food, vomit. Nah. So I might use this in a future video. If that's something you want to see, then let me know in the comments below or on Twitter or anything. But yeah, Bean Boozled they're called. They're imported from America, so they're quite expensive. This little packet here was £2 from Tesco. So yeah, pretty expensive. But you can get bigger packs online as well. So I might get like a big pack, like sort of that big, because I think they're about £6 or £7, something like that. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I might use those in a future video. It might be a fun thing to do. Well, I say fun. It looks like a horrible flavour, doesn't it? That's going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.